Hello everybody! Okay, so this is a totally impromptu Facebook Live. I did not warn anybody that I was going to be doing this, so if I have no viewers, I guess that would be why. But I wanted to just jump on here and show you a few cool things that I'm working on and actually my blog post for today. Usually I do a pre-recorded video and I edit it, make it all nice and fancy, and then I upload it to YouTube and put it on my blog. But today I thought that I would record my simple to step up video with you live and kind of show you my thought process and ideas behind that. And then I also wanted to show some other fun stuff as well. So hi Cheryl. So I'm gonna just get started here. So today's cards are these, and this is featuring the Cool Treats stamp set. So really quick before we go any further, I should say if you hear weird noises in the background, there's two reasons for that. One, my washer and dryer are going, so you can probably hear them. And two, my sister works for me and she's here and she's cutting stuff on the Big Shot. So if you hear like weird crackling noises or I don't know, anything like that, that's what that is. And my washer and dryer is simply because I have to wash and dry clothes. So that's what that is. And then I wanted to talk about, oh, and then my lighting is weird, right? Because I'm in front of my window and the sun is being weird. So you can see like bright spots where the sun's deciding to come in. Okay, so now that we've covered why my video is not perfectly polished, we can move on to my project. Okay, Cool Treats is awesome. This is one of my very favorite stamp sets in the annual catalog. And I have to say, I'm super, super sad it's retiring. However, I am not letting it go. I'm gonna be holding on to it. Hey, Chris. Welcome in, Janet, Brianna. Okay, so I will be holding on to it and keeping it, and I'll show you how. Let me grab one of my retired, I have a box here of retired stamp sets, and the way I store them is to put them in a pouch like this. Sorry about the sun, it's getting worse. Fantastic. So I put them in these little envelopes, and then I put the stamps in the back. And then that just allows me to store them really, really small and not have tons of stamps taking up space. So anyway, Cool Treats will eventually get stored that way. It's one of my very favorites. And it also has framelits that go with it called Frozen Treats. So these are going away. You're not going to be able to order them anymore. So I highly recommend getting them now if you really want them. But we're going to do our simple to step up card today. And I'm going to have photos over on my blog that show you how I did the sentiment here. Basically, I just used a really fun, easy masking technique with my Post-it note paper where you mask off part of the sentiment, ink it up, peel that away, and then stamp and that kind of stuff. So that's how I did both of these sentiments, and I really love how both of these cards turned out. So I thought we would just do some fun stamping because my hubby's birthday is tomorrow, and I wanted to make him a card using this stamp set. So I'm going to start out with, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of ice creams, and I wanted to use some of my new ink colors. So this is Pineapple Punch. It actually is not available until June 1st for customers, but if you purchase the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit and become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can actually get the new ink colors in your starter kit. So if you're chomping at the bit to get those, that is an option. You get to choose $125 in product, and you only pay $99 plus tax, and shipping is free. So there's that option for you if you are interested. I gotta grab some of my clear blocks here. And let's choose. Why don't you guys help me choose? So sorry about the light. The sun is encroaching. So why don't you guys choose which I stamp in Pineapple Punch? I'm thinking maybe two images it might be too much of a delay for you guys to choose. So I'm gonna just start, and then you guys can chime in what you think. These are the colors I was gonna use for the ice creams. So I'm gonna use Blueberry Bushel, Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, and then I think I'm gonna add in Lemon Lime Twist. Isn't that fun? So you can shout out to me which ice creams should go in which color. So I'm thinking we'll just do this guy first in Pineapple Punch. And here's the cool thing, when you use the dies cut out a little bit smaller than the image, so everything doesn't have to be exact. The two-step ice cream. Two-step ice cream. Somebody said two-step ice cream is what I need to... So I'm using crumb cake for my stem, which you see I totally cut off, did crooked. However, I can fix it because I'm cutting this out. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and then, let's see, the two-step ice cream. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that you're talking about like 2 steps where it's 2 different stamps. So I'm gonna do that in Grapefruit Grove because this image actually reminds me of an orange creamsicle, don't you think? So let's talk about the new ink pads for a minute. First of all, they are amazing. They stamp beautifully. Look how beautiful they stamp. They stamp much better than our current ink pads. In that, if you're using a solid image with photopolymer, Stampin' Up! Has added a defoaming agent to the ink so that when you go to stamp something now, you don't end up with inconsistent stamping, which is really nice. Okay, we need that crumb cake back over here for my stem, my handle, whatever it is. What is this called? Stick. Popsicle stick. There it is, Wendy. I'm gonna need to keep that one. So you're definitely gonna wanna invest in the new ink pads when they come out. I mean, not all at once, right? Nobody has to get them all at once, but they are awesome. Okay, let's see. Love this set. The twist. Maybe this one is what we're referring to. Let's make this one like a strawberry. So we'll take Lovely Lipstick and I'm gonna stamp it twice. And I'm actually going to use the second one. Look how beautiful it stamps. I mean, it's really kind of amazing the difference in the coverage of the ink with these new ink pads. Okay, and then we're gonna use this one to layer to make kind of like our shadows. So I can't decide where this should actually go. Well, we're gonna wing it and just do it right in the middle. And it looks awesome. Yay. Okay, so there's that, and that is going to need a cone. So let's stamp a cone. Should we do, thank you for the, I know I love my hair too. Everybody always comments on my hair, and all I really think is, my God, it must have been bad before. Because everybody's always like, your hair is so cute. Oh, your hair looks so nice. Which is wonderful. Thank you for the compliments. But I really do think, oh God, it was a hot mess before. All right, so I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna do it lighter, and then for the layer, I'm gonna come in at full strength. here too, because I'll be able to use both of these. And let's stamp right over this and see what we get. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love that color. Lovely lipstick. Not only is it a beautiful color, it's got a cool name. Okay. All right. Yes, so Karen asks, can you get the coverage with the old ink pads using the Stamparatus? Absolutely. And honestly, I mean, you can get really good coverage. Let's use an old ink pad right now. You can get really good coverage with the old ink pads anyway, honestly. But I'm just saying, I'm kind of been blown away by how different the stamping is with these new ink pads. I just really, the formula that they used to create the ink with the defoaming agent is phenomenal. You know, it just is. So let me show you. This will probably stamp perfect. So it's a little splotchy, but that's because I re-inked my ink pad. Do you see that? How it's, there you go, sunshine, look at that. And so when I did that, I didn't do a good job of spreading that ink around, so it kind of made my image splotchy, but you can see it's completely covered. So by no means am I saying these are not great. They're still great, but there are certain colors, and I don't know why this is, it seems to be with the red pigments, that they just don't quite cover or give the coverage that you would hope for when you stamp. So again, I don't think there's anything wrong with our old ink pads, but I can definitely see the investment in the other ones, if that makes sense. I just got my arm all in Lucky Lime, or almost called it Lucky Limeade. That's an old Stampin' Up! Color. Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, so now this stamp set has all kinds of little goodies you can add. So I'm gonna add some highlights, or in this case, probably more like a low light. I'm gonna use the Pineapple Punch and just stamp it right here. So now you can just see it's given it this very, let me lift it up so you can see it. It's given it this little bit of dimension there, and it kind of just makes the popsicle. I don't know why it makes it so much better, but it does. Okay, so there's those. Let's see. I'm trying to decide what else I want to stamp. Oh, we need some blueberry. Okay, so this will be a blueberry ice cream. I have a lot of stamps going on here. Oh, Cheryl says, how do you avoid splotches when re-inking your ink pad? Well, what you're supposed to do, which I did not do, is you're supposed to add the new ink that you add with your re-inker, and you're supposed to take, like, let's say, a plastic spoon and smush it all around so that it's even. And I did not do that. So it just stayed all splotchy. So when we're done with this, I'm probably gonna do that. I'm gonna take a little bit more re-inker, and then I'm just gonna go in. But yeah, you can see that it will slowly, this is getting less and less splotchy. It's like the ink moves out. Okay, so Karen says, so slowly change to the reds first. Yeah, I would slowly change your reds first. That is where I've seen the most issue, is with the reds. Look how pretty that is. I just love it. Okay, I feel like I'm looking at my framelits here to decide. I really want that little strawberry to go on top of this blueberry. So I'm telling you, My hubby is not going to appreciate this card at all. He will. I'm just teasing. But not like one of you would probably appreciate it. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, so he's not going to appreciate the work that goes into this. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the amount of time and effort that goes into making a handmade card. You would think he would, since we live together, right? Look at how cute that little strawberry is. Oh my God, could just, oh, I can't even. Okay, so let's put this blueberry ice cream. What should we put it on? I'm thinking the only thing I haven't used is the regular ice cream cone. So I guess we'll do that. And then, as you can see, this is the old ink pad, the crumb cake, and it stamps perfectly fine. Okay, so there's that. I'm wondering if I need some maybe little sprinkles on this blueberry ice cream, because it looks a little lonely. I sound like Bob Ross. It's a lonely little tree. It's a lonely little ice cream. Okay. So that's kind of cute. That gives it a little something something. All right. Good morning, Lori. Okay, those are all our pieces. So now I got to clean all this up and get it out of the way. And we have to die cut everything. Okay, there's that. I get all these little pieces out of the way and get my big shot over here. And let's start die cutting. All right, so I'm going to need several pieces. I need this guy and this guy and this guy. I don't know which one I like better. And this guy. Oh no, I don't have one to cut this one. I thought that's a bummer, Rooski. Okay, that's all right. I'm gonna figure it out. Here we go. Oh, I almost forgot. I need this piece too. So I have Post-it note tape here, which is like, I couldn't live without it. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Staples, pretty much anywhere that has office supplies. And I use it to hold down my die cuts. Now, Stampin' Up! Does have a magnetic platform that you can use that's magnetized, that will suck your framelits down for you. The problem I have found with that is the magnets are kind of like dispersed throughout. And so if I go to stamp something, the frustration with that is that then, if I go to cut something, it like will move my die around, and I don't like that. So I just use this little Post-it note tape and it works fine. And it is reusable. And I've actually got some dies here that are pretty intricate. So I think I'm going to change out, I'm going to do something different here. So, where's my precision plate? I think it might be in with my sis. Hold on. Okay, so here's the precision plate. This is my favorite Big Shot tool because when I have something that has intricate pieces that need to be cut, it cuts them beautifully. So let's run all this through. Good morning in North Carolina. I will be in North Carolina next week. Ooh, oof, oof. Oh my gosh, this thing is sliding all over the place. What part of North Carolina are you in? How bad do you all want an ice cream right now? Let me ask you that question. Because I'm kind of wanting one after making this little card. Okay, so as you can see, everything popped out really easily. And the only thing that I don't have that I want to use is this little ice cream right here. And there's no die cut for it without it. Excuse me. Chris says, love the new colors. Julie, muscles, yeah. Where will you be at? I'm in Roxborough, north of Durham. I will be in Raleigh. Actually. Okay, so I'm just going to fussy cut this ice cream really quick. Sorry about the washing machine and stuff in the background, guys. It is noisy. I'm actually trimming away a little bit of this ice cream, because I want it to be just a little bit smaller. Oh, it kind of looks horrible. Oh well. Okay, let's see. See if I can fix it or if I'm just destroying it. That's better. All right, that's livable. It's just going to my husband. He won't care. Okay, so here's all my pieces. Now I need my card base. I know it's here somewhere in all my mess. Here's my card base, and I'm going to do my sentiment first. And I'm gonna use, let's see, what do we have? You're the cherry to my sundae. I mean, that should probably be it. Happiest birthday. I hope your birthday is sprinkled with everything great. We're not using you're sweet or you're cool, because he's really neither of those things. You're the cherry to my sundae is kind of cute. But I didn't make a sundae. So is that weird? You guys have to tell me. And I didn't use it. I'm just going to use happiest birthday for the love of God. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, and then I'm going to use blueberry bushel because it reminds me of a boy. It's a perfect blue boy color. I know, that's very gender, what is the word? Specific. Yes, gender specific, bias, whatever. Blue is a boy color in my mind. I'm old school. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Look how gorgeous. Love it. This is such a great blue. It's kind of like a royal blue. All right, so now I have to decide what I want to do next. Do I want to just kind of line all of these up? Am I gonna want to do something crazy and put them all over the place? Will they even all fit on here? I don't think so. We'll get rid of that one since it looks, actually, we'll get rid of this one that's ugly that I cut out. Okay, so my mind has to work in rainbow order. Okay, so Brianna says, what does the regular cake cone die do? It looks really detailed. Yeah, it, I don't know if you can see this, but it embosses the bottom when you cut it through. So it cuts the edge and then it embosses this part. So it's really pretty. All right, so I have to go in rainbow order because I'm psychotic. So red, orange, yellow, green, no yellow, green, blue. I have a thing about the colors, how they have to go. I realize it's slightly weird. And then the little strawberry, of course, will have to go on there. Oh God, what are we thinking here, people? Are we thinking we need some paper layers? Are we thinking, I'm thinking I need some paper layers. So I'm gonna grab my blueberry bushel paper. If you don't mind, please and thank you, since I used a blue sentiment. And let's see, we need our ruler. This is getting to be a very long video. And it's about, so we're gonna go with a 3-inch piece of cardstock. So this is a little tip. This is something I do. If I know I'm gonna cut into a piece of cardstock and it's only like a strip and I don't have any scrap pieces, I will cut it in half. It's not Monday. Deborah said it's not Monday because I usually do my live videos on Monday. This is just an impromptu fun live video. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If I'm using a brand new piece of cardstock and I don't have any scraps, but I need just a small piece, what I will do is I will cut it in half first, either at 4 1/4 or 5 1/2, so that one side could be used as a card base. So I'll set this one aside and put it in an area where I could use it as a card base. And then this side is the side I can trim on. And since my card base is 4 1/4 wide, I just will be able to use this right away. So we're gonna do this. So this is obviously a super stepped up version of the cards that I showed you earlier. If you are just joining, this would be the very basic with a fun, sorry, the light here is horrible right now. This would be the very basic with the fun sentiment masking, which will be on my blog later to show you how to do that. And then this piece is the stepped up version because I've added the extra ice cream cones. Notice they are in rainbow order, red, orange, yellow. I told you, it's a thing. I really have a thing about that. Okay, so it's one of my mini Monk tendencies. Do any of you guys watch Monk? Have you ever watched it? I'm trying to find a piece of paper. So again, here I've got a full piece of white cardstock because I don't have any scraps because I've been using them up. So I'm going to cut it in half first so that one side will be salvaged as a card base. And then the other side I'm going to cut at 2 3/4 inches. So now I've got my layer that will go right here. Isn't that blueberry gorgeous? Oh, I love it. It's such a pretty color. All right. So now you could see that you could easily just stamp right on this if you wanted to. You could stamp a bunch of ice creams, but I've cut them out. So we're gonna be able to have these popped up, beautiful little ice cream cones going across here. So again, let's make sure we do them in order. We've got dimensionals. One of my very favorite Stampin' Up. Actually, let me lay these out so that I want to use the green. Okay, so see, it's a good thing I did this because I need to figure out my spacing so that everything fits. Okay, and this card is well on its way to being finished. All right, there's that piece. And I'm going to do 2 dimensionals on the back of here, although I don't really think it's necessary. And I like the ice cream to layer just a little bit over the top of the cone. And can I just tell you, the more I'm playing with this stamp set, the more I'm heartbroken that it's retiring. Oh, I'm so sad. Okay. Get it together, Wendy. It's stamps. All right, so I mean, who could get this card and be sad? This is so stinking cute. My sister's laughing at me. I hear all of her little smirks and giggles in the background as I talk to you. She thinks that I don't hear her. Actually, she's probably thinking, I know she hears me. Okay, so this is our little blueberry one, which I have to say is probably my very favorite. And then we're gonna add a dollop of glue, just some happy little glue. There it is. Oh, come on. Don't make me mad, glue. Does anyone ever wonder if Bob Ross ever got mad? Okay, there's the strawberry, and it's done. Voila. I hope you guys like it. Now, I have some stuff to show you. I've got new goodies coming out. Why won't this go in there? Oh, okay. So let's show our 3 cards first, shall we? So here you can see all the different cards and the process of stepping them up. Okay, so here you just have a very simple 1-layer card with kind of a interesting sentiment with some masking, and then you have a couple extra layers here, and then this one we really went to town and did all kinds of fun designs, but they're all fairly simple. I love, love, love clean white space. It's like my favorite thing. So I love all these cards because they have pops of beautiful colors, but they are all clean and simple as well. So I have a little sneak peek stuff for you. It's coming, hold on. But right now I wanted to show you these 2 cards. These are the card kits that you can get when you place a $50 minimum purchase or more right now. So you get 2 of each of these, so 4 card kits total. Plus, if you do a $100 order, you get a little embellishment pack of the clear and glitter epoxy embellishments. It took me a minute there. So you get those also with a $100 order. My sis is actually prepping these card kits right now because it closes tomorrow. So if you want these guys, if you want these kits, you would get two of each. So you get 4 kits total with envelopes and all the fun stuff. If you want these card kits, you need to make sure you get your order in with the current host code by tomorrow. On Monday, I'm releasing my new card kits. So starting Monday, if you place that order with me, look at this. These are the card kits for next month. So these are May's thank you gift card kits. Aren't these beautiful? So these, you get 2 of each. They come in a kit, you assemble them yourself, and they use the Love What You Do stamp set. And this will be available to purchase to customers on May 2nd. I'm sorry, the light is horrible. The sun is like beaming in right here. But anyway, and then if you place a $100 order with me using the host code beginning Monday, remember this starts on Monday, and there'll be a whole blog post in my Facebook Live and all that fun stuff. But I'm just giving you a sneak peek now. On Monday, starting on Monday, when you place a $50 minimum purchase, you get these card kits. You get 4 of them, so 2 of each. So 2 designs, 2 of each for 4 total card kits with envelopes. And then if you do a $100 order, you get these brand new, beautiful Share What You Love artisan pearls. Now, if any of the stuff is on back order, it could take it longer for it to ship to you, but you would get this stuff at the end of May anyway. Just so you know, it's the end of the month that I ship all of my kits, my Class to Go kits, my thank you exclusive kits, everything I ship at the end of every month. So if you place an order on Monday, just realize you're not going to actually receive these in the mail until the end of May, okay? So it's something to look forward to, something fun. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope all my background noise and chaos wasn't too much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And don't forget to make those purchases now in order to get the current exclusive thank you gift card kits that I have available. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.